don't want to look at ourselves, we're not interested in washing our dirty linen in public. This did it for us. A great research fellow, Amanda Bowles, did the study. I linked it to the Daily Mail, and I had basically a lot of people ringing me up saying, "What the hell do you think you're doing? Because I don't think you should be doing this." I mean, the people from Association of Co-Proctology, I got a call from the president. I think this is a very bad idea if you do this sort of thing. But it had to do something because it actually got people motivated to say, let's make things better. It gave me the opportunity to raise money from charity, and then ultimately, as you know, the story is there, the government funded it. So colonoscopy is not magic. I think in the early days, there were a lot of people who were pioneers in colonoscopy. It was a bit like the original gold diggers. They didn't show people their techniques because they wanted to remain a bit of mystique, a bit of magic. But all it is, it needs to be safe, comfortable and accurate. That's all, nothing more. Just like when you came in the taxi this morning, you don't want a crazy minicab driver, you want a safe one, you want it to have seats because that's handy, and you need to know where he's going. So, Paddy talked about bowel preparation. Clearly, comorbidity is an important thing that people need to look at before you even start. Sedation. I'm not going to go into the safety aspects particularly. What I wanted to concentrate on is the accuracy. Comfort of the patient. I think we're probably one of the few countries that does not use propofol for colonoscopy, almost ever. You go to France, you never have a colonoscopy under conscious sedation. Australia, I've been teaching there, very difficult to try and get people to use anything other than propofol. And to get the anaesthetist to stay awake long enough to keep the patient lightly under propofol so that you can move them. Because it does seem that propofol has more of an effect on the anaesthetist than the patient. Because we switch on the driver, paper out, double crossword, that's it, gone. So the big change in my life was actually meeting a guy called Rodney Payton, who was a remarkable man. He was actually a physician in the army. He then became a surgeon. He then did his degree in medical education. He's now done a law degree, so he's a barrister. But he introduced me to skills teaching. And that was working with adult educationalists. You cannot learn more, even us, as doctors who are supposedly in the top 90th percentile of intelligence, we cannot pick up more than 3 or 4 basic skills at one time. So I went away and turned it in 3 or 4 steps. And that's it, it's easy. Don't make any loops. Recognise if you've got one, because we will get them however much you try, and be able to resolve it. When I started, I had to think, well, each of these 3 steps has got to have no more than 4 parts to it. And